Okay, in today's lesson, we're going to go over 2.1 to chapter 2.4, multi-step inequalities. In problem number 1, notice that you have a variable on both sides. So you're going to have to get one to the other side. In this case, I'm going to move the 3m. Since 3m is positive, I'm going to subtract 3m from both sides. And when I do that, these cancel out. You bring down your -4. You bring down your inequality. Notice it's down the center. Okay. 6m minus 3m leaves me 3m. And then you bring down your plus 11. Now you start all over and you do it again. Okay, here's the variable I want to solve for. That means I got to get rid of the 11 by subtracting 11. Now, -4 minus 11 is actually -15. Bring down your inequality and then bring down your 3m. Now at this point in time, what I want to do is I want to get m by itself. So it's 3 times m, therefore I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And 3's cancel out, and I get m is greater than or equal to -5. Alright, so on a number line, you simply just put your number, -5, and its m is greater than. So that means any of these numbers can be greater than or equal to -5. So it's solid. Solid. And we're going to go to the right because it's any number. Now you can double check this. In fact, if you were to check the number 0, because 0 is bigger than -5, if you were to plug that back in, 3 times 0 minus 4 is less than or equal to 6 times 0 plus 11. All right? That cancels out and you get -4 is less than or equal to 6 times 0 cancels out and you get 11. So is -4 less than or equal to less than or equal to 11? Yes, it is. And so this is true. On this particular problem, notice you have a variable on this side and a variable on this side, but there's a distribution problem. There's a parenthesis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to distribute first. All right? So I'm not doing anything to this side yet. So I'm going to write everything down. 2 times 3w is 6w. And 2 times 6 is 12. Now what I want to do is I want to get the variables to one side. So either this variable or this variable. Now look, 6w, I'm going to subtract 6w from this side. But oh no, if you notice my 6w's cancel out because 6w minus 6w is 0. Now bring down your -4. Less than 12. Well, let's evaluate this right here. Now, I don't have any variables left, so the only thing I can do is say, is this true? Is -4 less than or equal to 12? And the answer is yes. And when this happens, that means this is infinite. Infinite solutions. So what does that look like? On a number line, all right? On a number line, it would just go both ways. So out here to positive infinity, to negative infinity, it could be any number would make that true. All right? Now, the final we're going to do is this one. Notice this has a couple of steps. It's got variables on the same side, and then it has another variable on the other side. Well, let's worry about this one. Right here, what we're going to do is we're going to combine these terms. Okay? 1m and -5m happen to be -4m. And we're going to bring down our plus 3. Greater than 2m. And these are also combined like terms because they're both single digits. 7 minus 4 is 3. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I have a -m over here. So I'm going to actually add the 4m first. Okay? And what I end up getting is these two cancel out. I bring down the 3. I get 6m plus 3. My next step is I need to get this by itself. So I'm going to subtract the 3. And when I do that, I get 6m is less than 0. And my final step is to divide by 6. And when I divide by 6, something special happens. Well, sort of special. The 6's cancel out, and I get m is less than, now 0 divided by 6 is 0. So the way this looks, you can actually turn this around. Notice it's pointing towards the m. These are the same thing. So m is less than 0. So if I mark 0 here, it's going to be open, and it's all the numbers that are smaller or less than. So that's going to be to the left. And that right there are your 3 problems that go along with your homework tonight.